Hello, and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Sarasota. Whether you've been with us before or this is the first time joining us, we're here to support you in finding a personal relationship with the God of your understanding and discovering what you already know. My name is Kathleen Frankert. I'm a licensed spiritual practitioner here at the center. I greet you today with Namaste. Namaste is the Sanskrit word that means the divinity in me recognizes and honors the divinity in you. Each week we begin our time together by affirming our vision and mission statement. The words can now be seen on your screen. Our vision is empowering spiritual growth as a loving, inclusive worldwide community, and this is our mission. We teach science of mind principles and other life-affirming spiritual truths. We explore, we learn, we grow, we connect, honoring all paths to God. We offer in-person and online weekly services, classes, workshops, affirmative prayer support, and other spiritual tools. We create opportunities for joyful social connection, community outreach, and service. We celebrate the awakening of our innate spiritual magnificence. So now, as we prepare for our time of prayer and meditation, allow yourself to settle in and connect with the breath. Allow your eyes to close or soften your focus as we turn within. Take in this musical inspiration to calm your mind and open your heart as our guest soloist, Jay Poindexter, and our music director, Bob Teesdale, shared this beautiful rendition of the Jack Fowler song, Grateful Prayer.
Grateful, grateful, I am grateful for all that I have, all that I am grateful, I'm so grateful. Thankful, thankful, I am thankful for all that I have, all that I am thankful, I'm so thankful. Grateful, grateful, I am grateful for all that I have, all that I am grateful, I'm so grateful. I am grateful, I'm so grateful.
Grateful, grateful, so grateful, and so very thankful. During this season of gratitude and thanksgiving, I invite you to take as your own these words from Ernest Holmes, the architect of our teaching. The answer to every problem already exists in the mind of God, and you are in the mind of God, and the mind of God is flowing through you this minute. This you must accept, and accept it with gratitude and enthusiasm. Accept it as you would accept the best news you ever heard, then use it. So let us know together just how reassuring and inspiring these words are. To know that there is one mind, and that mind is my mind, and the mind of each one. Divine Mind is working through every situation, opportunity, or experience right now. This good news infuses me and all hearing these words with confidence, relief, and pure joy. As I allow this truth to permeate every aspect of my mind and spirit, I am thankful to know that God is always for me, and I can experience this revelation at any time and in any situation. I do this by simply turning away from the appearance and gratefully remembering this very good news of the limitless supply available and supporting me now. I appreciate and remember that this prosperous inheritance is my divine birthright as a creation of the one power and presence that created all of life. All I have to do is be open and receptive to it. And so it is with gratitude for this realization of Spirit's great bounty that I joyfully anticipate life's good now manifesting for me and for everyone hearing these words. I declare this to be so, and so it is. Our founding minister and spiritual director, Reverend Karen Wolfson, is with us today. This month, she has presented a series of talks with the theme, OMG, Oh My Gratitude. If you missed the first two installments, you can view them on our Facebook page or YouTube channel. Today's talk, part 3 in the series, is entitled, OMG, Oh My Gratitude, Ivy's Story. Before we hear from her, it's my pleasure to again introduce Jay and Bob to perform the beautiful Michael Gott melody, So Alive. Welcome, Jay and Bob.
I was feeling sad the other day, feeling sorry for myself. I had to take a walk to clear my head. So I went down to the river. The water always soothes my soul. The current seems to wash my cares away. The beauty flows right through me, and I'm a part of everything I see. So alive, astounded by the majesty I see. So alive, awake to all the possible in me. So alive to the magic, so alive to the dreams, discovering that life is so much more than what it seems. I cannot be content to just survive. I'm a part of something infinite and free, and so alive. Sometimes when I'm discouraged, I go and see a friend and hold her little baby in my arms. No words could describe this. He's perfect and he's pure, and all of life's distractions fall away. The beauty flows right through me, and I'm a part of everything I see. So alive, astounded by the majesty I see. So alive, awake to all the possible in me. So alive to the magic, so alive to the dreams, discovering that life is is so much more than what it seems. I cannot be content to just survive. I'm a part of something infinite and free, and so alive. Then sings my soul, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, how great thou art. So alive, astounded by the majesty I see. So alive, awake to all the possible in me. So alive to the magic, so alive to the dreams, discovering that life is so much more than what it seems. I cannot be content to just survive. I'm a part of something infinite and free, and so alive.
Oh, thank you, Jay and Bob. I love that song. So alive. The words say, feeling sad, discouraged, and yet astounded by the majesty, the magic that I see, discovering that life is so much more than what it seems. I'm part of something infinite and free. So alive. That's a perfect setting for today's gratitude story. You know, each year during this month of November, when we celebrate Thanksgiving, I like to revisit this theme of gratitude and Thanksgiving, because we have so much for which to give thanks, and yet we can be a bit blasé about it. It can even sometimes seem, well, obligatory. Something like, I know I should be grateful, but you don't know all the problems and difficulties and more that I'm dealing with. Well, if that's your situation, you can no doubt relate to the title of my theme for this month, OMG, oh my God. But there's more. OMG stands for Oh My Gratitude. And here's a crazy thought. What if every time we encountered an oh my God situation, we said instead, oh my gratitude? Well, for these first 3 weeks of November, I'm sharing with you stories about the creative and miraculous impact of gratitude. I know I can't tell you anything you don't already know about the importance of being grateful. But if you're like me in this regard, stories can often evoke a new and a deeper perspective and inspiration. So the first week was Oh My Gratitude, John Kay's story. And then last week was Oh My Gratitude, a stranger's story. Today, Oh My Gratitude, Ivy's story. Or the subtitle could be Ivy's Extraordinary, Amazing Story. But first, let's check in. I want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. I'm very grateful and thankful for you. And I think about you between these times together and wonder how you're getting along during these times of change going on all around our world, or maybe even changes in your own life, your family. I hate to say it, but still maybe brought about by the pandemic in the past year and a half. But whatever it is, I love getting your texts and your messages and your emails. They let me know how you're doing, and you are not alone. I want you to know it is just so good thinking of you out there. So I continue to affirm and see you as vibrantly healthy and abundantly supported in every way. And to you, our team of financial contributors, thank you. Thank you, thank you for standing by us. You continue to be an absolutely essential part of all that makes it possible for us to share our message, our caring, and our connection. Thank you. So today, to set the tone for today's Oh My God, OMG story, Here's a powerful, no limits promise for us right here and right now. Listen to these words of Raymond Charles Barker. He was a New Thought author, teacher, and minister. He said, God is within you, and divine ideas are working through you. Knowing this, we should expect the impossible to happen and unexpected good to appear. And on that note, this is a true story about just that, about Ivy Olson. Now, when I first shared this story several years ago, I was curious. I wondered, is it really true? So I Googled Ivy's name, and that brought up the name of a Lutheran church in Hawaii. Now, Ivy was not part of any church until long after this story took place. But anyhow, I contacted the church, and oh yes, they knew and they loved Ivy, and we had a wonderful visit about her and her story. And yes, they confirmed this story was true. So here it begins in Ivy's own words. On Thanksgiving Day, I awoke on the mattress that I shared with my 2 young children and tumbled into despair. At the time, I was 25 and recently divorced, and it was 3 days to payday, and there was no money left. Oh, I had a job, but was only making $300 a month, and that month's entire paycheck had already gone to pay for the apartment and the food for my little boys. And I had even swallowed my pride and applied for food stamps, but had been turned down because I made $2 over the monthly limit. So on that Thanksgiving Day, there was nothing left to eat in the house but 3 hot dogs. And perhaps hardest of all was my feeling of isolation. Our friends were busy, preoccupied with their own lives, and folks probably thought we had plans, so no one had invited us to share the holiday dinner. And we were alone and so hungry. On this Thanksgiving morning, Ivy Olson was not feeling very thankful, was she? And so, as she said, it was Thanksgiving, and for the sake of my children, I knew I had to make the best of the day. Even make it the best day. So for my children, I resolved to make it the best day possible. Come on, boys, today's a special day. We're having a picnic. And together the 3 of us went to the park and made a big deal of cooking the hot dogs on the grill. You know, it's been said that gratitude does not ask you to be perfect. It simply asks you to find perfection right where you stand. And that's exactly what Ivy did. Gratitude in action. Perfection where she stood. So, she says, we dined on our Thanksgiving dinner of hot dogs and played happily together until late in the afternoon. Notice she said happily. It reminds me of these words from the wise scholar and the Benedictine monk, Brother David Steindl-Rast. We must see that it is not happiness that makes us grateful, but gratefulness that makes us happy. Ivy Olson did just that as best she could. She expressed an attitude of appreciation and gratitude for what little she had. But on the way home, the boys asked for more food. She says the single hot dog they had eaten did not come close to being a decent meal. And she wrote, I knew they were far hungrier than they let on, and yet I tried to joke about it with them. It has been said, you know, when things are good, say good things, and when things are bad, say twice as many good things. Well, as impossible as it seemed, Ivy Olson did just that. I mean, can you imagine trying to joke with your children about their hunger? Ivy wrote, though trying to joke with them inside, I was very, very scared. I didn't know where our next meal was going to come from. I had reached the end of my rope. But the spiritual truth is this. I want to interject here. Our extremities are God's possibilities. God's possibilities? What does that look like? How does God show up? Well, very often, it is by means of people. And that's just what happened to Ivy Olson and her 2 boys. So she continues her story. As we entered our apartment building, an elderly woman I'd never seen before stepped directly into our path. She was a tiny thing wearing a simple print dress, and her wispy white hair was pulled up in a bun. With her smile of greeting, she looked like a kind-hearted island grandmother. Well, as the boys and I started to walk past, the lady said, "Oh, honey, I've been waiting for you. You left this morning before I could catch you. I've got Thanksgiving dinner ready for your family." Nonplussed, I thought that I couldn't possibly accept such an offer from a complete stranger. So, with a mumbled word of thanks, I started to brush past her. Hello. Has this ever happened to you? The good that we've been yearning for shows up and then we almost miss it. Either we don't recognize it or it seems utterly impossible, or we dismiss it, or like Ivy, we feel we don't deserve it and we're in such a deep funk that we just blow it off or dismiss it. But Ivy says the kind woman insisted. "It's Thanksgiving, you have to come." And she said, I looked at my boys and their hunger tore at me. I had never met or even seen this woman, and it was also unexpected and out of the ordinary, but even though it was against my better judgment, I accepted. The woman's apartment was on the ground floor of our building, and when she opened the door, we saw a beautiful table set for 4. There was the perfect Thanksgiving meal with all the traditional trimmings. The candles were lit, and it was obvious that guests were expected. And we were those expected guests. Well, gradually I began to relax, and we all sat down together to enjoy the meal. Somehow I found myself talking freely of my loneliness, the difficulty of raising 2 small boys by myself, and of the challenges I was facing. And this grandmotherly woman listened with compassion and understanding. I remember I felt that at least for that time we were home. And as the evening ended, Ivy writes, I wondered how I could possibly express my thanks for such an incredible kindness. My eyes brimming with tears, I simply said, "Thank you. I know that now I can go on." Ivy had hope again. That reminds me of a beautiful song by David Friedman. In part it says, "Don't give up the ship even when you think it's sinking. Don't give up your dream, though you may be thinking it will never come true. Help is on the way, from places you don't know about today, from friends you may not have met yet. Believe me when I say I know. Help is on the way." And so Ivy wrote, "A complete stranger had reached out and given our little family the gift of hope. Boys were grinning from ear to ear as the kind grandmotherly lady loaded them down with Tupperware bowls full of leftovers. We left her apartment that evening bubbling with joy, and the boys were joking and laughing, and for the first time in a long time, I felt certain that I could face what had to be faced. I was a different person from that scared girl I had been that morning. I'd somehow been transformed. We all had. Remember, on Thanksgiving morning, Ivy had awakened in despair, in that, oh my God, frame of mind. And yet, she had determined that even with what little she had, she would not only make the best of it, but make it the best for her children. I see that as moving from, oh my God, to, oh my gratitude, in action. Ernest Holmes, the architect of our philosophy, said it this way. He said, "Gratitude is the power which attracts and magnifies the hidden potentialities of life." And I love Eric Butterworth's words about this too. He said, "Gratitude is not just nice, it is creative." And it certainly was all of this for Ivy. But now the story gets even better. Ivy writes, "Early the next day, in a happy mood, I went back to visit my new friend and return the borrowed bowls. I knocked on the door, but there was no answer. So I looked through an open window, and what I saw shocked me. The apartment was completely empty. There wasn't a stick of furniture. There wasn't anything. So I hurried hurried down to the manager's apartment, and I asked him, I said, what happened to the lady living in apartment 3? And he gave me a puzzled look and said, what lady? That apartment's been vacant for the past 10 or 12 weeks. Nobody lives there. But I had Thanksgiving dinner there last night with the lady who lives in that apartment. Here are her bowls. And the manager just gave me that very puzzled look again and turned away. This conversation was over. Well, Ivy says that for many years I did not tell that story to anyone of that special Thanksgiving. But finally, in 1989, I felt compelled to speak out. By then, I had become the wife of Doug Olson, the pastor of a Lutheran church on Oahu named Calvary by the Sea. I went before the congregation and I really surprised myself by telling my entire story that day, but I think it was meant to be, because then I told him of my dream to establish a program to help families in Hawaii who find themselves in a situation similar to the one I had faced so many years ago. And so in 1989, Ivy Olson founded Angel Network Charities. And it became a $700,000 a year nonprofit. Now, $700,000 in 1989, well, you could do the math of what it would be today. It became that nonprofit serving hundreds of families in Hawaii, especially homeless single mothers and their children, not only providing food, but also helping them get back on their feet to live independently by providing housing, health care, transportation, and even job training assistance. President George H.W. Bush proclaimed August 16, 1992 as Angel Network Day, and Ivy Olson was chosen as one of Bush's 1,000 points of light. Well, the other day I just checked online to see if it was still going strong, and I am thrilled to see that Angel Network still continues to be a growing, thriving service, just as Ivy had dreamed. In 2002, Ivy Olson passed away. By the way, Ivy's story inspired the television series Touched by an Angel that starred Della Reese. Do you remember that one? So there you have it, Ivy's story. Going from, oh my God, to oh my gratitude. Truly a Thanksgiving miracle. And your takeaway? Well, whether or not you believe in God, God believes in you. God's got your back. And knowing that, I know you'll want to join with Jay and Bob singing Daniel Nama's wonderful song, I Can't Help It, God Makes Me Wanna Sing. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. See you soon.
I can't help it, God makes me wanna sing. I can't help it, God makes me wanna sing. It makes me feel so good, I can do most anything. I am loving every living thing. I can see the face of God in paupers and kings. We're all precious, no one less or more. We've all got the same treasure in store. I'm loving every living thing. I can't help it, God makes me wanna sing. Makes me wanna sing. It makes me feel so good, I can do most anything. Yeah, I'm believing in my guiding light. No matter what comes, it always turns out right. Just to dig right down to how I feel. Take a deep breath and grab the wheel. I'm believing in my guiding light. my back and a smile upon my face. I'm living my dreams a little more each day, and it keeps getting easier to find my way. I'm rising to a higher place. I can't help it, God makes me wanna sing. I can't help it, God makes me wanna sing. It makes me feel so good, I can do most anything, yeah. I can't help it, God makes me wanna sing, oh yeah. I can't help it, God makes me wanna sing. It makes me feel so good, I can do most anything. It makes me feel so good, I can do most anything. Oh yeah.
Jay and Bob, you really got our toes tapping this morning. Thanks for all your musical inspiration today. Reverend Karen, your message reminds and inspires us to experience gratitude for what we have received and the good that is yet to be. Thank you. And now it's time to share our offering that supports our ability to continue to be here for you with prayer, inspiration, encouragement, and opportunities for virtual community and connection. There are 3 easy ways to contribute. On your screen, you'll see our website, www.cslsarasota.com, where you can select the donate button, which allows you to contribute via PayPal or by credit card, or mail a check to our address shown there on the website, or you can arrange automatic contributions through your own online banking. And so now I invite you to take your virtual gift in your hand and place it over your heart, blessing it as you share it. And know this with me, my gift goes forth to heal, to bless, and to prosper. And the divine flow returns it to me multiplied abundantly. And now let us declare together our offering affirmation. The words are on your screen. I give thanks that I may share of my good, my love, and my support. Thank you so much. And do you have a prayer request? On the website, you will find the green prayer request button where you may seek prayer support for any intention you have or challenge you may be facing. We have 4 licensed spiritual practitioners, Ron Frost, Jim Grove, Nicole Leeds, and me, who are available to know and affirm spiritual truth with and for you. These practitioners are also available by appointment for 1-hour spiritual coaching sessions. These sessions offer the opportunity to explore a deeper understanding and practical application of spiritual truth in the midst of your problem or challenging issue. For more information, check out their page at our website by selecting the Staff tab on the left. And if you would like to sign up to receive our weekly email newsletter, you can also do that on our website. Or check out our Facebook page for posts about upcoming events. I have one announcement today. Our Spiritual Living Circle on Wednesday evenings, led by licensed spiritual practitioner Jim Grove, will be on hiatus beginning this week. This lively discussion hour will return Wednesday, January 5th. So stay tuned for announcements about that. And finally, on behalf of everyone here at the Center for Spiritual Living Sarasota, we extend our heartfelt wishes to you and your family for a joyous Thanksgiving holiday. And now, as we conclude this sacred time together, let us do so with the intention to live in love, health, and peace. I invite you to listen in or join in singing our closing song, Let There Be Peace on Earth. Thank you so much for being with us.
let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God our Creator. We are family. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my solemn vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace.